I'm a woman from Northeast China, and I've got some real talk about international marriages between Chinese and Russians that I'm dying to share with you guys. Let me be straight up. Russia is crazy close to us, especially in our neck of the woods. Russian beauties? They're literally everywhere in Northeast China, like just another street scene. I mean, these girls are tall, fair-skinned, basically walking fantasies. No cap. When it comes to looks, Russian girls are seriously on another level, total knockout punch to the average beauty standards. But looks? That's just surface level, you know? So why are more and more Russian girls looking to date Chinese guys? Simple. The male situation in Russia is honestly a hot mess. We're talking drinking, violence, zero respect for women. And I'm not just throwing shade randomly. This is the legit lived experience of most Russian women. Compared to that, Chinese guys? Total marriage material, thoughtful, family-oriented, and their care for women is ridiculously detailed. Here's where it gets interesting. Russian women are typically super submissive, used to male-dominated dynamics where whatever the man says goes. Meanwhile, our Chinese women? Independence is practically tattooed on their foreheads. They're always like, equal rights. This crazy personality contrast actually makes these international marriages weirdly stable and fascinating. Real talk about marriage, it's never that simple, right? In China, flash marriages and quick divorces are basically a trend now. But guys who marry Russian girls? Their marriages are surprisingly rock solid. And it's way more complex than just personality compatibility. The most practical considerations? Environment and welfare policies hands down. Russia's huge but sparsely populated. Housing prices are way lower than here. Their government's going all out with baby bonuses, more kids, more money. For young people wanting to start families, it's basically a welfare paradise. Look, I'm not saying everyone should go shopping for a Russian wife. Every marriage needs mutual respect and understanding. Whether you're Chinese or Russian, love boils down to whether two people can genuinely love and understand each other. The world's changing so fast. International marriages that seemed impossible before, now they're totally normal. Who could have predicted where love might unexpectedly bloom?
As a guy who's been around the block in Shanghai for years, I want to chat about why Chinese dudes are increasingly leaning towards marrying Russian girls instead of local women. Look, this isn't something you can just breeze through in a quick conversation. Let's get real for a second. In China, finding a wife is literally harder than buying an apartment. We're talking bride price, a house, a car. Each one basically drains your family's entire savings. We're looking at anywhere from hundreds of thousands to millions of yuan. I mean, how are young people supposed to handle that? Now, check out Russia, totally different scene. The girls there aren't just gorgeous, but they've got super down-to-earth expectations about marriage. Unlike local women who are always like, buy me a house, buy me a car, they actually care more about emotional connection and life quality. Seriously, if you've got a stable job, they'll see you as a total catch. And don't even get me started on personalities. Chinese girls these days, they're so independent it's wild. Always talking about equality and I don't need you. Russian girls? Totally different vibe. They're way more willing to make sacrifices for the family and actually know how to nurture a relationship. In their eyes, a man should be the backbone of the family. The whole baby-making policy is another game changer. The Russian government goes all out encouraging births, 1 kid, 2 kids, even 3, they'll hook you up with subsidies. Meanwhile, in China, having a baby is like going through a major surgery. No support, crazy expensive. Culturally, Russian girls are just more chill. They don't nitpick like local women. They actually get that guys work hard. A few drinks, some occasional networking, no drama. They're not gonna start World War III over every little thing. Economics play a huge role too. Russia's massive with low population density, so housing is way cheaper.
Hi guys, I'm back again, and this is part 2 of this current length of Chinese men marrying outside of their race. So if you have not seen the part 1, go and watch the part 1. I'll put the part 1 in the link, like in the description box of this video and the pinned comment. Also, there's another video I made explaining that China will be a country where a lot of people will go start hunting for their men, just the way they are hunting for Korean men, and we are seeing it. It has started happening, just like I predicted. I made that video. If you also want to see that video, I also put it in the pinned comments below. Now let's talk about this video, right? Let's talk about this on a different angle. So in my last video, I talk about this about African women. However, I don't know anything about Russian women, right? I don't know how Russian women are made or how they are brought up. However, one thing I must comment is that Russia produced some of the most beautiful people on earth. Both their men and women are beautiful. And guys, Russian women are beautiful. When I say Russian women, any place you see a Russian girl, you know that this person is a Russian because they have some kind of beauty that will wow you. So I kind of feel like Russian women are the kind of women that like it is hard to like resist. They have the kind of beauty that is hard to resist. And again, there's something I'm noticing. I noticed that Russian women in particular love Asian men. Like they have this thing for Asian men. You see them a lot in South Korea, you see them a lot in China. They are most of here in China, most of the students here, you barely see like real white people, like white. I don't know if Russians are also white, right? But you barely see somebody from white girl from the US, white girl from UK. You barely see them here. You see mostly Russians here. So Russian, I kind of feel like they have a thing for South Korea, and they have a thing for Chinese people. Also, it is very very understandable because they share the same border, right? Russia share the same border with Korea, and they also share the same border with China. So yeah, they are neighbors. So it's easy to like mingle. One thing I will continue to disagree with these videos, with this trend of video of Chinese men marrying and outside their race while abandoning their women, is that term Chinese men are abandoning Chinese women to marry outside China is what I would disagree. I will solidly disagree on that. I have always disagreed on that. It's not as if they are abandoning their women. Guys, I'm in China. Guys, if you're in China, you know, like you barely go outside and ever see a Chinese guy holding hands with a foreigner, be it Russian girl, be it African girl, be it white, any girl. You barely see them here in China. That is when you know if they are actually abandoning their women. Because if they are abandoning their women here in China, you see a lot of them dating foreigners. But it's not like that. They are loyal to their culture. One thing I know is that they have more of men in China than women. And as it is, if in any country where they have more men than women, at a point the men will not see much women to marry, and which will lead them to getting married to other race or other people. That is what I see that is happening in China. I kind of feel like the reason why you see a lot of them popping up right now is that there are more young girls from other nationality and other culture coming into China now than it is before. Before, you barely see young girls in China, like from other nationality, from Russia, from Africa, but now you see a lot of them here to study. Also, so as they see more foreigners, a lot of people who want to date, a lot of people who want to explore like outside of their race are doing it right now. If you go on, like I'm on dating app of like Chinese, and guys, the way these guys gush over like your body type is crazy. Sometimes it gets scary. Even when they say I should come, sometimes I'll be like, I will not come, because you don't know the one way they go do you. Because when they take the gush over body, and you'll be like, no, like I am just normal black girl. Like I'm just normal black girl. I'm not like the kind of body that will make a black man gush over is not the kind of like normal regular body will make them gush over, maybe because it's not a thing here. So this is what I observe. Another thing is that another thing I'm also want to raise is that as China is getting richer, as China is getting popular, more women are drawn to their women men. You see, like before, I don't think like before someone would prefer to date a Korean person than to date a Chinese guy. you know, if you are into K-pop, you know that a lot of times you have seen a lot of Chinese Americans complaining that a lot of times they talk to a girl, they'll ask them, where are you from? Once they say, I'm from China, they'll say, no, I'll not date. I thought you're I thought you're a Korean. So as China is getting popular, getting richer, going to the top, some women will want to associate with their men. So that is what we are seeing. It's not as if they are abandoning. Guys, I hate that word because I suffer it as a Nigerian woman. Like when I see people making that Nigerian men are leaving Nigerian women to marry outside Nigeria, is getting me angry. So I kind of also feel like the reason why it is like this is that more women are becoming more acceptance of Chinese men the way it is before, like as it is before, as it is before. Like a lot of people will not like to date Chinese men, right? A lot of people will find a lot of reason, not just Chinese men, a lot of people will find a lot of reason not to date Asian men because they consider them more feminine, more softer. Like the way they are built differently from like Western men or black men. So a lot of people will not like, a lot of people will always make excuse of not liking to date them just the way they are built. But currently, I think people are tending towards accepting that as K-pop went viral and K-drama went viral, and recently C-drama is also going viral. People are tending towards Asian men, like not just Korea and China. People are tilted towards all Asian men, especially Asian men, because that is people who their drama is really going popular. People are tilted towards them and seeing them attractive. This is the reason why you see more marriage, more interaction, because the woman has to agree to date and marry before marriage and dating happen, right? So that is what I see. And also, I also feel like as what is opening up, a lot of times most of these guys who like to explore what different thing that they are not used to. That is the reason why it's happening. It has nothing to do like with people offering legs. These people are offering legs. That is the reason why. It has nothing to do with that, honestly. It hurts me, like it's make me mad when I see that people making that a thing and seeing a lot of women agreeing to that. It make me mad. I still maintain, if a woman is high class, why is it that you do not see high class man in your community to marry? Why? Also, on a Russian women's part, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Russian women, they are like lesser men to women. Like there are more women in Russia than men, because I have seen a lot of Russians dating outside their race. I think the white women who I have seen date outside their race the most are Russians. Like you see them date everywhere. Even a lot of them are dating in Nigeria. A lot of them are in Nigeria. I was so shocked when I see group of Russian girls in Nigeria, like running after Nigerian men. I'm like, I thought you guys produce some of the finest men in the world. What are they fight for our country? But anyways, I love Russian girls. I love Russians. So I feel like you're welcome. You guys got some good character. Honestly, also the Russian girls have good characters. Honestly, like I have seen through Carolina, those guys, their character is okay, unless like I don't know. I can't judge by one person, right? But like they have good character. So, but guys, I kind of feel like Russian girls are more open to dating foreigner or more acceptant to foreign men than other white girls I have seen. But guys, this is just my opinion. I still maintain once a woman is open to dating outside of her race, I don't think she's high price like that you use because of her to put other women down. Once you're open to date outside of your race, you're just like a normal person. Because if you have high standard and high price, you should stick to the race of to your men, and you like your men will be struggling fighting to marry you. You will have a lot of options within your community, and you not have the time to go and look for men of another community, right? So that is it. That is my own kind of understanding. That's how I understand it. But guys, I want to know what you think in the comment section. Leave your opinion in the comment section. Why do you think this trend is going? I kind of feel like it's nothing like people living, because if you're in China, you understand what I'm saying. That most of these guys like don't date outside. Also, I kind of feel like me personally, I feel like all those rich fine, handsome Chinese guys often go for their women. So if the rich, fine, handsome one is going for their women, until those rich, fine, handsome, those it gets some Chinese guys will go see, you go be like, oh my god, are these people really like those clean rich ones? Why is it that they are not marrying outside their race, right? If they are married, if you are still they are marrying within their race, and that means no problem. So anybody can marry anywhere. If you're not, if you know, see, if you are not able to find a woman who meets your criteria within your race, can go outside of your race. But any man or woman who go outside of their race, to me, is not like a big thing. Like you be because of that person to put another person down, another woman down. And if a woman jubilating under that kind of video, I ask you, where is your self-respect as a woman? Because you're not supposed to jubilate. Like a man is marrying in your race, or these people marrying from your race or from your people, is nothing to jubilate. Because if you know who you are, you know that you have a lot to offer, so it's nothing to jubilate. But guys, this is just my opinion, maybe because my own kind of standard is very high. But I don't think I can jubilate because any person is marrying from. I never see that person will go marry a Nigerian person where we say I go to jubilate. Hey, they are marrying. No, no, you know what? If they marry, it's a Nigerian girl. Hey guys, but guys, I want to know what you think in the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe, like, comment. See you guys in my next video. If this video perform well, I'll be doing this kind of video on this channel.